A big warm cheer for our national team, Bermuda. Come on, this is meant to be home field advantage.
Everybody.
Let's hear it.
Coming onto the field, Pete Dunkley leads his troops. Bermuda's captain for the last few years.
And here comes
Bermuda
the
Rugby
officials.
Yeah, we'd like to say hello to all our guests coming in from Cayman Islands and Canada and anywhere else watching. Thank you for joining us today at the National Sports Centre. Ground looks fantastic. Field set up for a great game.
Just to repeat,
pretty good conditions today. It is a bit humid. It's one of the more humid days we've had this year, but it's
Canadian Rugby Union.
It's dry, not too much wind.
She's ably assisted by
looking
David
forward to a
Chris
good game
from the Alberta
I'll second
Rugby
that.
Union.
Welcome to all those boys at Cayman Rugby Club. They're probably in the clubhouse right now, settling down.
Mr. Adams is not
let's
with
give a
us,
nice
on this
warm
trip.
welcome
He's
to the
preparing
Cayman
for,
Islands.
Next week's big game in Cayman.
Cool. And here come the Cayman boys. They've got quite a new look team, according to their manager.
Yeah,
a few of their boys are only playing the second cap.
That's right. They're getting ready for the national anthem. I believe we're just doing the single anthem today, the British national anthem. That was agreed upon by both teams. And then we should be underway. Our referees for today, we've got Karen Lazada out of Canada. Will be leading the ARs, David Crisp and
Ladies
Norman
and
Linus, who's the Bermuda rep. Fourth official is John Wheel, and the fifth is Richard Folds. So we'd like to thank BSN, who's bringing us the live feed today. They've got their team around the ground. Got 2 cameras going, I think, 3 cameras, and very professional outfit.
Okay, let's run through the Cayman team. At loosehead prop number 1, Jacob McAdam. He's getting his second cap today.
Won the toss.
At hooker, Jason Scarr. Tight head, Philip Faree. Number 4, second row, Dan Bond. He's partnered in the second row by Johannes Rignard. Number 5. Number 6, Chris Kennedy. Number 7, Edward Weston. Number 8, and captain for the day, and also his first cap, he's going to be pretty pumped, Richard Lewis. A scrum half, number 9, Josh Brown. Their fly half, Marco Duplessis, he also gains his second cap today. Winger Joel Clark.
Just 12, a point of order for the match from the match 13, commissioner. We would like 14, all spectators off the pitch.
Chris Palmer.
Stay on the sidelines or in the stands, please.
We have Paul Dobinson, hooker, Mike Williams.
Cavings will be kicking off to Bermuda.
Open side, common screen save. We'll continue to line up in a second. We're getting ready to kick off, so let's get on with the commentary there. Here we go. This is a big match for both teams. You cannot afford to lose this match, so we're off to the relegation round.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is Cayman's first game in this year's championship. They've had one warm-up game already against Bahamas, which they won fairly comfortably. But this is the real deal for them now, and they've got USA South, who were victorious against Bermuda, of course, a couple of weeks ago. So they've got them next week. So a big couple of weeks for Cayman.
A good kickoff by Cayman. They've forced Bermuda out of bounds. So first attacking position for the Cayman Islands. Nice. They got their deep back line there set. Bermuda steals the ball.
Dave Rourke.
The timeless Tom Healy. I know the Cayman guys are like that. The announcers are always calling it timeless Tom.
Back to Josh Clark. He finds a little bit of space, but bounces into touch. Not a bad kick.
All right, well, that's a good sign for Bermuda if we can compete in those lineouts. Dave Rourke does a good job getting up there and stealing that ball.
You see there's a little bit of wind there, looking at the flag of the touch judge. See how Tom Greenslade does for Bermuda now.
He's playing open side, but he's throwing in the lineout. That's Hooker is his traditional position. Look, a little knock on there in the lineout. Yep, called by the referee. It's going to be a scrum down.
And the first scrum of the day. This will be an interesting battle up front.
Let's see how this first scrum goes. Got the dominance there. From either side, let's have a little look. Josh Brown
first scrum
putting it in.
Let's see how this matchup shapes up. Bermuda's traditionally a good scrummaging team.
Yeah, but Cayman aren't too shabby in that regard either. They're pretty evenly matched over the years, Cayman and Bermuda. Similar makeups of the team. Sprinkling of locals and fair few expats, bringing their experience.
Got a good second row out there in the engine room, Dave Rourke and T.
Yep.
So we go. That's a good
Great scrum by Bermuda. Come on, guys, let's get behind your team.
They've knocked it on.
Scoreboarder, can you zero the scoreboard, please?
Bermuda recycling this. On comes Big T.
Taking it up. Good clean out, neat quick ball here.
Little grubber through by Phil, but that's it's a slip tackle.
It wasn't really a good option. There wasn't much on there. Bermuda had some good phases up until that point. Attacking position for Cayman Islands.
Well met by Mikey Williams. Bermuda hooker.
The outside half for Cayman Islands, Phil Hole, number 10.
No, for Bermuda, mate, not for
sorry,
Cayman.
Sorry, number 10 for Cayman, sorry.
And here's Duplessis. Here's the fly half.
Yes, apologize. Marco Duplessis.
Yep. Dan Cole puts one up. Fullback juggles it. Chris Palmer won't be very happy with that. His first contribution to the game. But he did have to come some ground to get there.
Purely nerves in the game. Teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, a couple of mistakes.
So here we go. Tom Healy getting ready to put in the scrum for Bermuda. Just across the halfway line. Good scrum by Cayman.
Pete Dunkley tries to clean that up, but it's a bit untidy. The back of that scrum by Bermuda.
Yep, I think Cayman have turned this over.
Duplessis looks to kick. Nice little chip. There is some space there. Rich Cumbers. Oh,
it's going to be a try here. First try for Cayman Islands. A bit of indecision there in the Bermuda back three.
Well, they'll be disappointed with that.
And that was a lucky
winger
bounce.
Fullback and scrum half.
Or an unlucky bounce.
The ball bounce in between them.
You're supporting there.
The ball
Early
and right.
start for Cayman Islands. 5-0 between the post person to come.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
Early score.
It looks like he's actually might have hurt himself on the play. Off his back. Water, hamstring or something, or whatever it is, jumping up to that ball.
Pretty soft try, and the Bermuda boys will be pretty disappointed with that, but they'll make sure that it's so early in the game,
Bermuda will
they'll
have
be able to shrug that one off, I hope.
Unfortunate start.
Duplessis adds the extras.
7-0, Cayman Islands, 5 minutes into the game.
Dan Cole with a restart for Bermuda. Cultured left boot, let's see where he puts it. Puts it long. Scrum half's underneath it, gives it to Duplessis. Nothing fancy from him. Cumber's underneath it.
The wind's holding that up.
Try-scorer makes a tackle there on Bermuda's fullback, Dan Cole. Dave Rourke goes to scrum half. Here's the real scrum half.
We got pick and go by Bermuda. Try and drive up the outside of the ruck.
Some stern defense there from Cayman's, creating a turnover.
Put one up. Go, Tom under it.
Oh, we're in trouble here. Here's a captain on debut. Untidy play. Cayman making inroads into the Bermuda defense. Oh, out to Josh Clark, and he's got some gas. Neville Zoul's scragged him, intercepted by Dan Cole, and Dan Cole's got some speed. Oh, and another interception.
Oh, it's a loose play out there today. Everyone just throwing that ball around, Chris. I think they need to tighten
some enterprising play there.
Early for that
both ways. Danny Cole throwing a loose
Josh
pass.
Brown with a timely intervention there.
Line out Bermuda ball.
Interesting start for Bermuda. They don't look very good under that high ball, and I think Cayman have spotted a weakness. There's some very good up and unders by the Cayman fly half.
Yeah, certainly Dan Cole will be a little disappointed, the fullback for Bermuda. He's got to take control of that play where they just scored from, but as you say, it could well be a tactic of the Cayman team. Duplessis looks fairly comfortable with a boot on ball. And there's his opposite man, Phil Hall, puts a long one in, but only just outside 22.
There's no Cayman player down. I think it's the same one they were treating on the sideline earlier.
Yeah, I think it's their blindside, Chris Kennedy. Might end up having to be an early change, but he's back on his feet.
Not looking comfortable. I know they don't want to lose him so early in the game. There's a good steady breeze. If you notice a kick.
Line out Cayman ball, attacking position.
South at about 15 to 20 knots. That's what's holding those Cayman kicks in the air.
That's well met. It's good defense, but looks like it's going to get recycled pretty quickly. No, not quickly, slowly. Brown finds his halfback partner. Oh, Duplessis. He won't be doing that again. But nicely picked up there by, I think, the front row forward for Cayman. And recycled it. So the hooker, that's the second time he's been stood out there at first receiver. So knock on there.
Good tackle.
Let's see what Neville Zoul can do. He recycles.
Good defense by Bermuda, turning the ball over.
Tommy Healy gets snagged.
Putting themselves under some pressure.
But the whistle is blown.
The referee seeing a knock on in there, scrum down
So
Bermuda ball.
I think the third scrum of the game.
And it looks like Chris Kennedy is struggling in the backfield there. He's back down on his haunches. PTO's attending to him. And number 23 is stripped off, Ben Blair. Looks like he might get his chance. On he comes, yep, they're making that change. Chris Kennedy is off. Don't know what he's done to his knee.
And the first
Ben Blair
substitution
comes on
of the game.
Number 23 jersey.
Back row going off. Now comes number 23 at blindside.
So while we have a quick break, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. We got Amlin, who helped sponsor the national team. Aspen, Validus Re, KPMG. All big sponsors of Bermuda Rugby.
Okay, Bermuda scrum, Tom Healy, timeless Tom Healy. Oh, it's not a very tight scrum, and the ref has rightly called a halt to that.
We'd also like to thank Burroughs Lightbourne, Goslings, Digicel, who are helping providing the feed today, BSN, who are providing the live coverage. Channel 82. And Belco, who also helped sponsor some of our young Las Vegas Sevens teams.
I think we can expect Phil Hall to put a long kick downfield. His ball's going to be taken back into his 22, so he's going to have to keep that in field. Oh, that's a penalty. There we go.
Okay, we got boring in by the prop from Cayman.
Props are boring. That's,
well, the scrums seem to be fairly evenly matched at the moment. I think Bermuda.
That's a terrible kick.
Not a great kick. Well picked up by the Cayman.
That's a poor kick, and it's put Bermuda straight under pressure again. With the wind behind you, they've got to be doing a bit better than that. And Tom Greensay put some pressure on Duplessis, but he, this time, puts his kick straight into touch. Good pressure from Tom Greensay.
Straight out on the full,
open side.
bring it back.
Quite a few early errors from both teams in this game.
Yep, but Cayman lead.
It's here for the Bermuda team. Down
7
7-0. We need some support here.
From a try by Keswick Wright.
Bermuda line out on the 10-yard line. Cayman half. Haven't had spent much time in the Cayman half. So let's see what they can do from this possession.
Looks like Dave Rourke's going to be the go-to man for Bermuda.
Great take by Dave Rourke in the line, and Bermuda driving on.
Additional mole. Number 5. Being told to get out of the mole.
Yeah, that's come to a stop, so I think Tommy Healy's going to have to use this pretty soon. Still rumbling on slowly, crabbing across the park.
Told him to use it. Out wide, we got some space. Good
nice
run. Great run.
Come on, Dan.
Great break there by Dan Cole.
By Neville Zool.
The defense stops that.
Nice hands though in the centres. Releasing Dan Cole, coming in from fullback. Found that hole. If he'd looked outside, I think Neville Zool was looking for him, but he looked inside initially and then ran out of time as he got took contact.
Probably should have held on to the ball, Chris, there and set up another phase. They made a good 30 yards off a very nice break. Fullback
big scrum here. Cayman's on the
yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. Maybe
Bermuda.
been a bit more patient, but easier said than done, especially in the early stages of a test match.
So Cayman scrum just inside the 22.
Great shot by Bermuda there, putting them under pressure.
Tom Greensay needs to put some pressure on Duplessis.
Cayman's clear their line.
Okay.
Not a great clearance kick. I'm not gonna slate him.
Well, you know, Chris, in a couple hours' time, we're going to have the professionals on the pitch, and there will be some serious rugby skills that National Stadium probably has never seen before. I think we have 40 professionals from Saracens, Leicester, Harlequins.
Line out, Bermuda
Bath,
attacking ball.
Perpignan. It's going to be fantastic. That's going to be streamed live as well. So if those people in the Cayman want to watch the Saracens match, we will
Great
be
take by Peter
continuing our
Dunkley in the
coverage.
middle there. Bermuda setting up a driving
the,
maul.
The invitation team to play.
Great drive by Bermuda. Got Cayman's on the back foot. Let's go, crowd. Get behind them. Oh, that
can't
looked
even
like
make the team.
I know.
He's going to be commentating, so it should be interesting.
Tommy Edwards
Right,
takes
good
it into
defense,
contact, but he runs into their captain.
great defense by Cayman there. Smothered
So here we
tackle,
go.
but he's
Penalty
not
Bermuda.
releasing.
Opportunity here maybe
And
to
this will
put
be an
some points on
opportunity
the
for
board.
Bermuda
Yeah, I think
to
Rich Cummins will
close
step
the
up here.
gap
Rich
with
Cummins
a
or Tommy
shot
Edwards.
at
I'm
the
not sure
penalty.
who's first choice kicker at the moment for Bermuda, but either of them should be able to slot this between the posts.
Yeah, number 8, Richard Weston penalized there for not releasing the tackler. I mean, not releasing the player.
Rich Lewis, mate. Rich Lewis. I don't know which. We're going to have to work on your dyslexia.
Hang on. Is that what did I say? Oh, Jesus.
Keith's obviously been on the Dark and Stormies already this afternoon.
I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I apologize. You know, I've already told Grizz we're gonna try and
Tommy
flag
Edwards
him a little bit
lining
from
up
the
a
commentary
penalty
box, 'cause I know
for
when the
not
Cayman,
releasing in the tackle.
are announcing
Cayman's
games.
leading 7-0
They're,
at the moment.
They're pretty good with their commentators.
Yeah. Oh, it's the very least we can do to Grizz. I've got no problem slating him.
We were just saying, you know, they've got about 10 more cases of dark and stormies because they were anticipating him to show up this weekend. So our alcohol sales have dropped a little, but he's preparing for his big game. When I was with him in Paraguay recently, and he found out that we call the Saracens the big game, he was a bit annoyed because...
and there we go! Bermuda on the board with a well-struck penalty by Tommy Edwards. Score 7-3, 10 minutes gone.
You may invented it, but Bermuda will do it better.
Absolutely. Well said, Keith. And Grizz, you're full of it, as usual. Okay, so points on the board for Bermuda. Tommy Edwards clocked over the penalty, so it's 7-3. About 15 minutes into the game.
Young Jamie Hodgson takes the ball out to the centre.
Oh, said the proud daddy.
Yeah, needs to work on his footwork, I think.
And his haircut.
His haircut. He literally took the Owen Farrell picture into the hairdresser. Said, I want to look like him.
And that sails into touch.
Oh, and that's a mistake by Cayman. Kicking straight out onto the full. Bermuda with the option, line out a scrum centre.
But when I watched the warm-ups, both teams, they were kicking
Captain
well.
Peter Dunkley having a chat with the referee, looking at a scrum centre.
I thought Cayman had a very good warm-up yesterday. I was watching them, very well drilled. I know they've got a fully paid trainer now.
Dangerous position here for Bermuda. Good attacking options on both sides.
80 minutes if that pays off.
Yeah, right.
As Bermuda loads the left-hand side of the pitch.
Well, to be fair to Cayman, the setup down there is the envy of the Caribbean, really, and certainly their clubhouse, the revenue that brings in, and the amount of support they have down there for rugby is impressive. So credit to them. There's a little bit of space here.
Yeah, Tommy's got some space.
Sends out wide to Neville Zool, gets past Josh Clark.
Neville Zool there on the attack within these red top. Great drive by Tischer.
Takes it into contact.
Isolated. Yes, he is. He's isolated. It's holding on.
Not releasing in the tackle. The referees giving a clear signal. It's an unfortunate end to a promising
You got to look at the second pod. It's not really Tashon De Silva's fault, I'd say.
Exactly.
He made himself available. The others have got to get on his backside and clear that ruck out. Right. As a result of that tackle, though, he was well met.
He left the mark.
There's a body on the floor.
Injury time out there. It's
bring out the chalk.
Well, maybe that's
player needing some attention.
Leave all the Cayman boys on the sidelines.
That's right. Chris Kennedy's already off the park. I'm not sure who's down at the moment. Try scorer Kesek's right is hobbling around with a tight hammy or a quad.
The Cayman team said they're staying at the...
Just a reminder, we have Goslings with their excellent cold drinks ready for consumption. Make your way down to the south.
It'll be all right for me, but anyone who's laid in the ball...
There's some hamburgers and hot dogs being put on. Good sustenance to be had by all. And just for the kids, there's a play zone at the back on the hockey pitch if you wish to partake of some bouncy castles.
They found good, reasonable accommodation at the barracks. They'll be well taken care of.
Absolutely.
I was sneaking around hoping to find...
Just a reminder of the score. Bermuda's trailing 7-3. In a very evenly balanced game at the moment.
They decided not to bring him. And I'm not sure I'd actually steal him.
No, who'd want Grizz? Okay, the long-haired number 20 replacement is Mark Soto. Clearly he goes to Josh Clark's hairdresser.
Can we do anything with the score
Karen Lozado
board
was the assistant
up there?
last
Can we
year
do reflect the proper score if we can?
There was two players got sent off, remember, for punching Dustin Archibald and
Batty.
She was
USA South Locks.
She's got a keen eye, and everybody seems to be well behaved today, and that's the right thing. We want to see rugby, and we don't need to see all those afters going on.
Patrick,
early days yet, Keith.
Callow.
Early days. It is Bermuda Cayman after all.
You see if you can do something about the scoreboard up there?
Maybe.
All right, Cayman Islands clear their lines and have line out near the halfway mark.
Earlier today we had the under-19s and under-16s play, warm-up match. That went really well. About 40 kids down here.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. Rugby is growing down here. But that's the end of the day for the second row lock. Johannes Regnard.
Referee not happy with that, and they'll start again.
And Mark Soto is on in his place. That lineup being retaken. It was thrown to Mark Soto, but see whether it happens again. No, not the same call. Captain takes it and out to Duplessis. Okay, little wraparound and watch Josh Clark on the inside.
That's good defense by Bermuda.
Yep.
Good tackle in there by Phil Hall.
Looks like they got their pod out there to the left. Number 7 taking it up.
Edward Weston standing as first receiver there. Not sure whether the scrum half will thank him for that. Oh, man,
again, good defense by Bermuda. Phil Hall and
defensive line is good for Bermuda.
Paul Davis in there. Look like they're trying to turn it over.
Okay, the ruck is unplayable.
Referee giving Caymans the scrum put in, going forward in the ruck.
No, not me neither. But that was actually pretty good defence from Bermuda. They got across the park, and there's no gaps for Duplessis.
Good line speed. Tommy
Big
Edwards
scrum here for Bermuda.
Center.
Let's get behind them. Let's hear you out there, guys. Come on, get behind your team.
Coach Rudy van der Westhuizen has actually got tactics right, selection right today.
Right.
Tommy's been playing at 10, and while he's a good number 10, I think he's a better 13.
Right.
And it also finds a space for Phil at fly half, who's not the most athletic, but he is.
And Bermuda putting them under pressure here.
Tom Green says
turning
down
it over.
On top of that, from good pressure from Tommy Edward, from Tommy Healy.
Turnover ball, great ball. Deshaun De Silva on the
once
attack.
Again, they've got a ruck over.
Quickly recycled. Oh, a hand in there.
Backwards, got lucky. Here's Paul Davies.
He's one of our South African
Paul Davis into the heart of the Cayman defense.
Runs into Edward
Bermuda
Weston.
looking dangerous here. Looking to recycle.
Ripped out in the tackle.
Turnover ball by
Captain
Caymans in the
Lewis
tackle.
Secured that for Cayman. Josh Brown recycles it back to Duplessis.
And Cayman's clear.
This time he's allowed to make
line.
touch straight off the kick.
Promising attack
President Sean Field
position
is
for
out there
Bermuda.
with the microphone announcing the plays to the crowd. I'm not sure.
That's not a good thing.
Just supposed to do that in an international, but
he's shaking his empty drink at the beer tent right now. That's very presidential of you. Well done. You're right. Yeah, we need to find libations. What type of setup is this? Big T takes it nicely.
Line out by Bermuda. Tail end, Charlie, Dustin, Archibald going around the back. Bermuda recycle.
Possession now.
Tom Greenside overruns it. Oh, Dobbo, loose head
Paul
prop.
Dobson into the heart of the Cayman team.
Takes it back into
bit of
Tommy
Rucking
Healy
in there, turnover ball at the ruck.
There was a little tap dancing going on.
Knocked on there, and the ref will blow it up
good
for
thing Tommy
scrum
weighs
Bermuda.
about 50 pounds, so probably didn't feel much.
Yeah, it was the hooker Jason Scarf who just got tickled there by timeless Tommy Healy. Lying in the wrong place, and
I'm not sure.
Scrum half went.
I'm not 100% sure he had a chance to move out of the way, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, well, that won't be what Tommy says,
when
I'm sure.
Tom gets the opportunity.
Yeah. Nasty little man that he is.
Pass me that water. Perkers.
So, a good attacking position here for Bermuda. Scrum needs to settle.
It's a good scrum, good platform. Seem to be settling well in the scrummaging department.
That's a little untidy. Dunks has done well to clean this up. Yes, he has recycled it. Good counter-rucking by Cayman, though. Messy stuff.
You know, they had the scrum won very early in that, and I think they just need to move the ball much more quickly. I'm not sure what they were waiting for, whether they were trying to put a shove on, but the Cayman scrum half really put a lot of pressure on Tommy.
Scrum down, Bermuda attacking position.
Well, they get a second chance. Let's see how this goes.
Bit of a fortunate call there, I think. But
that's the home team.
The dollars that went to the referee last night obviously paying off.
Yes, nice, nice. Money well spent.
Solid scrum for Bermuda. Peter Dunkerley.
Okay.
What's he got up his sleeve? Oh, it's a nice little. Oh, he's got outside his man, Paul Davis. There's a pop back inside Dan Cole, but it's just gone to ground.
At the last there from Paul Davis.
Just
trying to
behind
offload
Dan
in the
Cole,
tackle.
but it was a nice move by the inside center there. He looped around the outside.
Dangerous little chip through there.
Hit.
Oh, well picked up. Cayman's looking dangerous here.
Clark picks up the bouncing ball and feeds it back inside to his.
They found the Achilles
Bermuda
heel in our
back
game
into
right
defense.
now. Those kicks over the top. Joe Clark could have got that He might have been away for another try.
Okay. Cayman attack a little stationary at the moment, working in Bermuda's favour. Josh Brown whips it out and goes to the boot again. This time it's a grubber.
Okay.
Rich Cumbers cleans it up. Sees some space in the
some
right-hand
gap at the
corner.
back
Nice
there.
kick. Oh,
Kicking it through by Richard
bounce
Cumbers.
there.
It's taking a
Good bounce for Cayman.
bounce
That's
into the
going to be a
ball
scrum
area
back
and out the back.
on the halfway line.
Kick, and the ref bringing it back from where the kick
This
took
pitch,
place.
it's a really fantastic pitch, but it is hard, and the ball does bounce and roll quite far, much different than the North Field.
Yeah, it's a pretty good playing surface, that has to be said. Now, a little story from the Cayman camp this morning was their number 13, their outside centre, Jonathan Murphy, told, you know, got your kit? Yeah, I've got my kit, got my socks, got my boots, got my shorts, got my jersey, yeah, everything's sorted. He arrives here at the stadium, now for kickoff, goes to team manager, coach, left
From
jersey
down,
at the
Cayman
barracks.
ball on the halfway.
What a fool, what a fool. Jonathan Murphy.
Bermuda
I'm
putting
pretty
pressure
you'll
on
be,
that scrum,
drinking
pushing
some
Cayman's
black rum
back.
later on this evening. That's got to have been a forward pass.
And then penalty at the back
Penalty
there.
offside.
Offside
So they've got the win behind
from
them
the
here, but
push
this
by
is,
the Cayman,
be a pretty-
Bermuda in the
pretty big
scrum.
kick, I think, for
Pressure pays off with a
Tommy.
penalty.
But let's take a look, see what they're going to do here. Line out or?
Yeah, I'd say this is out of his range. Phil Hall's going to put it into the corner.
Phil Hall stepping up and with Bermuda kicking for position down the line.
Bit of a messy scrum there for Cayman. And captain
Good attacking
Richard
position
Lewis
here
caught
as a
offside.
result of a great
Ball pop forward.
Got a
drive
little
in the
message
scrum
from
by
Grizz
Bermuda.
here. He would like to thank some of his Cayman sponsors who may be listening in. Rollinson and Hunter, Fidelity, Lobster Pot. They put a huge amount of money and time into the Cayman Rugby Union. So
Cool.
7-3
appreciate anybody
Caymans.
who helps out rugby.
Bermuda
Absolutely.
enjoying
But we
a
don't
purple
really
patch
appreciate
of
Grizz.
possession and territory.
I'm not sure Cayman. Well, yeah, they must appreciate him a little bit.
Maybe.
Okay,
Let's make some stuff up. See whether we can get him fired or something like that.
I think he does enough himself.
Great take by
Okay,
Peter Dunkley
nice
off the
ball there,
top.
off the top.
Phil Hall looking
Well,
to
we
spread
got
it
Tommy
wide.
Edwards
Tommy
making
Edwards.
some ground here.
You know what?
Good
Nice
hands by
hands.
Bermuda,
Oh,
letting
Dan
down the
Cole.
end there. Paul Davis collecting and
There's a
recycling.
little bit of space out in that outside channel,
There-
but
there is.
Bermuda's got to
reorganizing
make
their
these
attack.
passes stick.
Not a lot of options out
Slow
wide.
ball, and we can another pod. Dustin Archibald leads that pod into contact.
Setting up the maul. Yeah, Dan Cole's just been a yard or two early in all those moves, and if
Yeah.
he just has a bit more patience, I think
Good
he
crash
has some
ball
space
in
to
there.
run into.
Let's get it out of there, Tommy. Let's go. Mikey Williams.
Great
Dummy
defense
by
by
Rose,
Cayman,
little dummy.
showing good discipline
Welsh
in
wizard.
their defense.
And
Big
he goes
Peter Dunkley
again.
going in there,
Dunkley,
route
crunching
one.
tackle.
Bermuda sustained pressure right now out to Phil Hall. Tommy Edwards. They went backwards.
Interesting bit of play. Oh, it's messy.
A little bit messy in there, and the
That's pretty
referee
untidy
sees a
stuff.
knock on in there and gives the scrum to Caymans.
That's a bit disappointing.
1 hour ago.
Tommy Edwards having to force that pass, and Phil Hall struggling to bend down to pick that up.
We'd like to say hello to our local viewers. I see that Karen Magnum, the deputy chair for OBA, is online watching her brother. That's me. Commentate.
It's like Bermuda
She said
second
she'll be
row.
coming down later to watch the big game.
Cool. Sullivan required some attention.
So to Shonda Silva taking,
And the
just
call
getting a
for
little
water
bit
as
of
both teams
treatment here.
rehydrate in these hot conditions.
Looks like it's it's a little water break. It will be over in a minute or so.
Just a reminder, the score is 7-3.
We're going to just
Cayman scoring
while
off
we
a
have this
fortuitous
free,
bounce
timeout.
between the posts. Bermuda ground out the last 20 minutes. Scrum down, Cayman ball.
Welcome back to Shonda Silva. Has been
After
seen
everyone got
to.
a much needed water
And
break.
we're about to resume play. Everyone's had a little bit of water. It is a humid day out there. Cayman lead Bermuda 7-3.
I think it was a much
Big
needed
scrum
break
here
the
for
players.
Bermuda. See if they can
Had
put
a,
some pressure on
his
Caymans.
contact. Trying to get his contact back in. Give him a good minute.
The referee's not happy with something.
John Wheel, our 4th official down there, seasoned referee. And Richard Fold is on the Bermuda bench, number 5th official. Shara Cruden is a physio for Bermuda. Does a lot of hard work keeping these boys in shape.
Bermuda
wheeling the scrum. But they made the best of that.
Cayman's get it away.
Boots again.
Kick down the throat. Neville Zul.
What can Neville Zul do about that? He just wants it into touch.
Play, he would have been under pressure. So
Bermuda ball.
Again, not too many options there. I think Cayman just trying to get some territory. Bermuda will be happy with that. I think their lineout's looking pretty good today.
Yeah, I think Duplessis would be too happy with that. It was a 10-meter gain, and that was about it.
You can see the Cayman line. They got the set fly half and the 2 centers tight, and they got the winger drop back. And I think Bermuda are targeting that space.
Yeah, well, Dan Cole, the fullback for Bermuda, is definitely a threat, but as you say, he just needs to be a little bit more patient and get his timing right. As the Bermuda pack get a rumble on. This is a nice little drive.
The Cayman winger is like 20 yards away from his center.
Still going on. Bermuda driving advantage for Bermuda. Infringement in there.
Yeah. Clearly, he
offside in the driving maul.
That maul had been separated there, and the player was still trying to take out our ball carrier. Bill Hall decides to pop it into the corner.
Bill Hall kicking
just
for position.
Just about makes it. Josh Clark almost manages to bang it back in.
Ideal spot.
Spectacular kick
with an attacking line-out.
But it worked.
Just enough.
Josh Clark, the white roster for Cayman Islands.
Balanced game at the moment.
Those dreadlocks
teams
going.
Not giving an inch.
He's been a feature, I think, of most of the matches that I know.
Bermuda enjoying
him or his older brother. He has got an older brother who's exact. It looks exactly the same.
One with those dreads, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, good throw.
Great take by Dave Rourke in the try. Bermuda setting up a driving maul. Looks like they try to pull it down. Bermuda now driving into Cayman's who turn and try to drive back. Bermuda still on their feet.
Cayman boys
pull down there.
Looked like they might have pulled that down with the refs letting them all continue.
Still going though.
Bermuda looking at maul him and driving it in tight.
I don't know where the ball is. There it is. It's at the back.
Tom Healy, Phil Hall.
Bermuda go here. Let's go.
Tommy Edwards.
Tommy Edwards.
Great tackle by the number 8 in defense. Tom Edwards looking.
Not much. Neville Zul's on his own.
Neville Zul out wide.
Snagged by Josh Clark over on the right-hand side.
Looking promising here, recycling.
I think the forwards are going to keep this one. Or no,
Tom Healy with the ball.
Here's Tom Greenslade.
A lot of pressure here by the Bermuda team.
Bermuda recycled.
Got to get this recycled. Come on, lads.
Dustin Archibald over the ball. Looking to pick and go.
It on up
That's
front.
A good drive.
Driving
They're
over.
2 yards from the try line.
Oh, knock on. Mikey Williams knocks it forward.
And a knock on in there. And then that's
coming back into play.
Attacking opportunity gone wanting by Bermuda.
Dear.
Some good work by the forwards.
We don't have the youngest team we've ever fielded out on the pitch today, do we?
No,
crucial
that's
scrum here.
Pretty fair to say.
Get behind your team and see if they can
Mikey,
put some
one of
pressure
our elder statesmen, he'll be disappointed with that little moment, and especially when I remind him about it later on.
But for this type of rugby, this is what you need. You need these seasoned players who work well around the rucks and mauls. They keep their composure.
5 meters, Caymans. Good defensive effort
We've
there.
got a lot of youngsters up and coming,
determined,
hopefully moving into the senior squad.
Held out a dangerous Bermuda attack.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking forward to the day. Chakotay Wainwright is running out there as scrum half for Bermuda. You'll be a very proud coach when that day happens.
Bermuda driving in there. Scrum's wheel.
Scrum.
Number 8's picked up.
Bermuda putting a lot of pressure on Cayman right now.
And Cayman's
Terrence
clear.
Kick out to Dan Cole. Takes the ball. He's got
Edwards,
space.
Daniel Cole. Looking to get around his man up to Tommy Edwards.
No.
Richard Cumber's unlucky.
It was very close to a forward pass there, but there was an assistant in.
That was well worked by Cayman
to make the
clear
ball.
their lines and release some of the pressure.
Spectators,
line out. Scrum down. Cayman ball. The referee saw a knock on in there.
Yeah, a little bit ambitious.
Well, but you can see, Dan Cole took that ball. He had time, but he didn't have any support. Our support wasn't quick enough to recover, so he didn't have too many options.
Yeah, true. Still, it is good pressure from Bermuda at the moment. Still trailing 7 points to 3. That's a free kick to
referee
an early
not happy with
engagement.
Bermuda engaging too soon.
The score right now is 7-3.
Not listening to instructions. Free kick.
Cayman. Quick tap.
Cayman's take a quick one and try it in.
There for sure. I don't think they were expecting the tap. The assistants called that in, so it's an advantage.
Oh, looked like a knock on in there.
An advantage for
Bermuda
10, so
being pinged for not being 10.
Give Cayman looking to pick up the pace here.
On a free kick or a penalty, the offending side must retreat 10 yards. And Bermuda were a bit lazy in the last penalty.
So that call came in from David Crisp, who is the assistant referee, who's flown in to do this game with Karen Lazada for NACRA.
Where's he from? Cayman?
Cayman see a space behind Neville Zool and kick in, and
that was a good kick.
Bounces
It just stayed
Bermuda
inside,
ball within the 22.
Inside the line. I don't know, did he tap that and then kick it, or did he take it right from the mark? I wasn't sure.
Not sure.
You got Norman Linus, our local referee chairman, running touch on the other side.
Line out Bermuda.
Well, Bermuda had a lot of pressure there, but we haven't put any points on the board, really, except for that early 3. And now Cayman have us pinned back in our 22.
We're in the last 5 minutes for the second half
Warp.
here.
Cayman's
turned the ball over.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay, let's see how the Bermuda defense shapes up here.
Release their
backs. We need to close this man down.
Good line
nice
speed.
Nice move, great tackle there, cover and tackle.
Defense there.
Recycled well by a very disciplined Cayman side.
Duplessis calling in his second row.
Oh, great tackle by
Now
De
we
Silva.
got a counter-attack.
Turnover ball. Davis sees the gap, kicks it deep. Fullback's running back.
Dan Cole's after this.
Dan Cole's there.
Bouncing ball, what can he do?
And Cayman's clear their ball. That was a great tackle by De Silva. And a very astute play by...
It was a good one. Dan Bond spilled it forward. The second row for Cayman.
Great kick and chase.
Well met there in midfield, and Paul Davis picked up the loose ball, hacked it downfield. Good chase by Dan Cole, and fullback Chris Palmer had no other option to bang it out into touch. Yep, all of a sudden, line out on in the Cayman 22.
Yep, we went from 22 to 22 in one movement. So here we go. Thomas Greenslade going to the back to Tashan.
Oh,
overthrown.
Won't be happy with that one. Turnover ball.
It baffles me why they even bother going to the back when Dave works with
Cayman's turn it over.
The ball at number 2.
Clear their line in defense.
That's a poor call. It's a wasted ball.
It's a windy day.
Touch.
And you've got a
Cumbers looking for space.
On with Dave.
Oh, he's got himself in trouble. He's
isolated by himself. A lot of trouble here.
Oh, he's tackled now, so they have to release.
Releasing.
That was a tackle, not a maul. Oh,
and
she called that a maul.
The referee calling
it was 4 Cayman guys
a maul,
Bermuda, so
and a turnover ball to Caymans. Bermuda will be ruining that line out. Promising attacking position.
Inexperienced winger.
Throw in a bit of stray.
Well, that is the part of the game that has put us under a lot of pressure
for the
today.
second half.
Our back 3
score
7-3. Communication under the high ball and the kicks.
Feeling each other.
That time they fielded the kick well, but then just Rich Cumbers, the 14 left wing for Bermuda, went off on his own infield and met 4 of the Cayman boys, and not a very good passage of rugby from the overthrow, the line out to Rich Cumbers into trouble.
A knock on there by the Cayman Island is a good
nice
scrum
hit by Bermuda, and it created a turnover there. Bermuda appears to be getting the ascendancies in the scrum.
So the referee seems to be having a good game today because we don't notice her much. That seems to, it's always a good sign.
A lot of options available off this scrum.
It's a bit stop-start though, but that's not really her fault.
That's not her fault. So Bermuda split the backs, Phil Hall just behind the scrum. Looking to go left.
Oh, there it is. Healy. Bermuda attacking. Now they've got numbers. Tom Healy looks inside. Yes. Well picked up by Dan Cole. Set up by the forwards.
Paul Dobson cleans up.
Recycled.
They had options there again. Dan Cole had overlap.
Well, I think Tommy Healy was a bit guilty there. He should have passed it earlier.
Recycles quick ball. Bermuda looking dangerous here.
Oh, he sends it out wide. That's a great ball by Tom Greenslade.
Bringing it to, oh, great tackle.
That's a good
Cayman's
tackle.
defense holding
Good
firm.
ruck. Hands into that ruck by the Caymans. No, it's come to Tom Healy.
Quick the ball.
Tom Greenslade tidying it up there, doing a good job at open side.
It's a bit loose.
Bermuda
Got numbers here on the left.
Let's go right. Ooh.
Okay, Cayman.
Oh,
Dan Cole, what is that?
dangerous ball there. Richard Cumbers does well to pick that one up. Dan
There
Cole
was too many,
there to clean it up.
Premiership rugby. But anyway.
Looking to recycle.
Dan Cole's going to lose this.
Yeah.
Yep, he has lost that.
Oh,
Yes, that was
Ooh.
quite. That was blatant.
Kind of a harsh call there, I think.
A little bit of
Yeah.
passion
Here we
there.
This is what we're used to.
Yeah, that's more like it. Duplessis and Dan Cole
handbags
getting
at
into
dawn.
it.
That's how
Cooler
you know
heads
that.
prevail.
Dan Cole clearly holding on to that ball though. I
Prevail
think
there.
Bermuda quite
Bermuda
fortunate
in an
to
attacking
get that
position
penalty.
here.
The
That was,
referee,
rather
fair to the referee, she was on the other side of that breakdown, so it should have been a call by the AR, but we'll take it.
Cayman's there,
Definitely,
killing the ball at the
definitely.
breakdown.
There's no
Referee-
neutrality in this commentator's box.
Giving the penalty. We're
It's
into
still
the
7-3 to Cayman Islands.
final
They got an early
minute or so
try.
of the first half,
a
7-3 to
miscommunication in the
Caymans.
back. Their
In a very
winger
tense
took a bouncing
encounter,
ball and ran
neither
straight
side
clear under the
giving
post, and they converted that.
an inch.
And then Bermuda's got 3 points to the boot of Tommy Edwards, I believe. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, there was Tommy. Yeah,
Okay.
and we've
Phil Hall,
Bermuda have been
thanks
enjoying
for
the last 20 minutes as far as
position.
territory
Big
goes.
lead,
We just got to get some
14
points on the
15
board now.
yards. Just
If
on the
you're a betting
outside of the
man, do you think it's
22,
going
an
to be
attacking
a,
position,
catch and
promising
drive
just
for
before the
Bermuda?
half.
Well, they've been doing a lot of tap downs, but not to great effect. I don't know.
All cleaned up at the rear there by De
Sean De
Silva.
Silva
Not sure
cleans
why
that
they're
up.
anyway, let's not go into why they're changing the lineup.
Oh.
It's,
Penalty
Ooh,
there,
now it's kickable.
killing the ball. That's twice
have a
now.
chance to get
Referee
3
having a
points.
look.
basically saying Cayman Islands
Just
don't
before
knock
the
their
half,
feet at
and they
those,
indicate the
those
post.
tackle situations and
This
stealing off the ball.
Penalty there, well worked, well cleaned up by De Silva.
We don't have the
Counter
privilege
ruck by
of a
Caymans
replay
went a
to-
little bit away and
No,
they
but-
killed the
Look at
ball.
that.
Referee took
I actually think
him
that's
out.
quite harsh. I mean,
This
there's an
should be
overthrow
the
by
half.
Bermuda to Sean De Silva,
Tom-
cleaning it
Tommy
up at the
Edwards
back of the lineup, but then got smacked to the
Stepping
ground.
up
It was a
to
contest for the ball.
try
I
to
actually
take
think
advantage
that's
of the 3 points.
not necessarily the right call, but once again, I'll take it.
I did tell Karen, a good friend of mine, the referee, we did the under-19s together in Cayman, and I did tell her I was going to give her a little stick today if something went wrong. She said that was fine. She said she's used to it.
Okay, I don't want to know about your little stick. Tommy Edwards lines it up.
Oh, I think he pulled that.
Not-
Well, pushed it,
No,
sorry.
he's put that wide right, and that'll be the half. That's unfortunate. Bermuda go back into the
Well, I think
changing
we're gonna
room.
walk away from this
7-3
half
down.
pleased with the amount
All
of
to play
possession
for
they've
in the
had.
second half.